Hello. Come walk with me while I chat about Bridgerton, Season 3, Episode 7, Joining of Hands, which leads me to believe there will be a wedding. However, last time I left you with Bridgerton Episode 6, I didn't make it all the way through the end during the filming process, but I did finish it on my own. And spoiler alert here, but Colin has discovered the truth about Lady Whistledown. And at the beginning of episode 7, we are in the alleyway, we as in me, Colin, and Penelope. And there are tears, my friends. There are tears. So basically, what's happened is Colin followed Penelope to check on her, being the great fiance he is, and overheard her conversation with the boy at the print shop. And so now he knows the truth, and he's not very happy. But nonetheless, I'm thinking there'll be a wedding based on the title here. Currently, we are going through Mayfair with Lady and Cressida Cowper, as it appears she has released the next issue of her version of Lady Whistledown, and I know it's hers because the voiceover is in Cressida's voice. And people are looking very shocked because, ooh, she is tearing into the Bridgertons, talking about how Mama Bridgerton is basically obsessed with finding love matches and that the Bridgertons seem to marry awfully quickly. Are they confusing love and lust? And now a member of the staff has just come in, handing her another Whistledown, which is the actual Lady Whistledown. And here we are also with Queen Charlotte, as she has both editions in her hands as well, and I can tell she is not very pleased. So, yeah, we're gonna find out what happens with this whole situation, but I can't imagine it will be good for the Cowpers. Well, at least not Cressida. Just a note here, as you might notice my Georgia shirt, sorry to disappoint, or whatever we want to call it. If anybody out there is not a fan of Georgia and you're like, oh no, she's a Georgia fan, or if anybody out there's like, oh yeah, awesome, she's a Georgia fan. I wouldn't say either way. I actually do not follow sports at all, and the reason I have this shirt is because when I was a teacher, we used to have college days, and this happened to be the shirt I could find when I needed to wear it. So now it's just a t-shirt I wear around the house, wear to work out in. I mean, I will wear it out, it's fine. But no need to have any strong feelings about what sports teams I might follow because I don't follow any. If you do, though, awesome, go whichever team you like. I'm still standing by that I am loving season 3 of this show. I just, like, to me, like, Penelope, like I've just been waiting for this for her. Not necessarily all the Lady Whistledown drama, but like just her match with Colin. Like I'm just so happy he's finally recognized what their relationship is. And now I'm just hoping that her and Eloise will figure out their relationship because like their friendship was just so sweet to me. Like they both kind of felt like they're different from the rest of their family. And, you know, it was nice for them to have each other. So I'm hopeful they'll figure out how to be friends again. Like that's what I'm hoping for. Right now we just have Mama Bridgerton speaking with Lady Danbury, and they're just talking about all this craziness and like what to do about Francesca and her desire to marry Lord Kilmartin and all of that. So we'll see if that happens. I mean, well, this episode is called The Joining of Hands, so maybe it's not Penelope and Colin. Maybe instead it's Francesca and Lord Kilmartin. Maybe it's both. I don't know. Maybe it's neither. Time will tell. But speaking of, you've had to watch Queen Charlotte to get this next part, but there was a moment that it looked like Mama or Violet Bridgerton kind of knew something happened between Lady Danbury and her dad. Not Lady Danbury's dad, Violet's dad. Because she noticed the birthday hats her dad used to make. But I'm not sure if they're ever going to address that. Like, it's kind of odd to me that they're friends. Because at first, when I first started watching the show, I assumed that they were kind of close in age since they were like in like the same circle and hanging out. But now that I've seen Queen Charlotte, well, I guess in Queen Charlotte, I think it was mentioned Lady Danbury, at least maybe she got married at 17. So maybe it was a few years. Maybe she was actually in her 20s then. But during that time, when she was having a short little affair with Violet's dad, Violet was like a teenager, not even yet out into society. So, I mean, there's a decent age gap. Not that you can't have an age gap with your friendship. Like, of course you can. But I don't know. I'm just like, with all that past relationship trauma, whether Violet knows about it or not, I just found it kind of interesting that they're friends. I like their friendship. I think it's good that they're friends. But I'm just wondering if the truth will come out or not, Well, it now appears that Colin also knows Eloise knew the truth, and he's questioning her about it. He wanted to know how long has she known, and he feels like she should have told him. But Eloise mentioned earlier she kind of wanted to not be in the middle of all this, which I think is fair. Like, that's yeah, good for you, Eloise. Just let them figure it out. But he asked her basically, like, have you forgiven her? And Eloise says she wants to. So that gives me hope for their friendship. And when Eloise asked, oh, are you going to, like, forgive her? Colin says he thinks it's lucky for her she's never been in love, which makes me think he'll forgive her because he can't help it, right? Like, he loves the girl. He has no choice. So, yeah. Ooh, look at this. Something about Penelope. She literally just straight up said, are you going to call off the wedding? Because they're with their mamas looking at like well, I don't know if they're in one of their houses or if they're at a venue, but looking for a place for breakfast. But Colin's basically saying that he was like trapped. Colin, sir, because you were intimate, I'm pretty sure that was you that made those moves. But Colin says he's a man of honor and that no, he's not going to call off the wedding. So I guess that's fine. But, like, don't be like that. Like, come on. Then again, I mean, on the one hand, like, I get it. I understand that she has kept a really big secret from him. But it wasn't like a secret of, oh, I've been having an affair with someone on the side. Like, this, to me, this is forgivable. I know Lady Whistledown has also written some stuff about them, but she's written about herself and her own family, so yeah, I guess we'll see, but it appears that they will go forth with their nuptials, at least for now. I do want to note something else. I'm not sure what order of videos will be seen, but I had a plan for several different types of videos, actually. And the one that you're watching right now, where I'm doing like a voiceover as I watch a show, I did plan to do some like this, like some commentary of shows or whatever I'm watching. I also planned to have somewhere I'm walking and you just hear music, like it's just me. And music, in case it's one of those days you don't really want to hear chatter, but maybe you just need some encouragement. You don't want to walk along alone. Like we'll walk together, and I'm gonna choose a few different genres of music because I like different types of music when I'm walking, and I'm sure you do as well. But also planning to do like videos where I literally walk and talk to you about stuff. That's my plan. Is it going to happen? I don't know. And let me tell you why. My husband found me like a clip on microphone. So I ordered it, it showed up, it looked used, so I asked for a return. Then the new one also looked used and then figured out it was just like the plastic that was over it. But anyway, I actually recorded a like, hi, welcome, get to know me a little bit video where I was walking and talking, and the sound quality was horrible. Like, I don't even know, how can I describe it? Like, I had the mic pretty far away from me because I tested it out a little bit at first, and it seemed so loud. So I moved it pretty far away from my mouth, like pretty far down, and it still picked up really loud and like what is the word I'm looking for? Like just bad audio quality. I don't really know how else to say it. Like it just was not good, and it was highly it had like almost 5 stars, only like 90 reviews, but the like 2 or 3 1-star reviews, like yeah, should have paid more attention to those. But you know, when everyone else is giving like 4 and 5 stars, you often think, or at least I often think, like those other ones are probably just a fluke. But no, this was not a vibe. So I guess I'm gonna like, and I don't even think the sound quality is so bad that I don't think I can even fix it. So I mean, I'm not a pro at. I mean, my job, I actually do edit, like create and edit learning videos, and that does include sound, but this is like a different kind of situation. This is not fixable, at least not that I can tell. So I'm probably going to re-record my get to know me video, and I don't have a mic right now, which I could just use the speaker on my iPhone because I mean it always sounds really nice. However, my walking pad, it's not super loud by any means, but I mean it might be loud enough that it would, you know, the phone obviously wouldn't be like right beneath my head where a mic would be. So I'm just thinking that that might not sound great either. I might give it a try, but for now, until I have a different solution, I'm gonna do these voiceovers. It won't always be a show. I'll just walk and give you like a voiceover of who I am, why I'm recording myself walk, and all of that in a separate video. Um, Back to Bridgerton. Lord Marcus is at the Bridgerton house during calling hour. Speaking of that, something I really like is all the structure. I'm loving the structure. Can't remember if I mentioned that in my last video or not, but I mean, obviously, I don't like how it seems women were not quite as, I guess, valued, we'll say, as they are now. Although some of these men seem to value women, but you know, a lot of times it's like, I'm the head of household as the gentleman. Like the situation with Lord Cowper, he's like, daughter, you're out of here, and I don't care what you or your mom want. Like, bye. So that's not really cool, but I mean, I guess that's happening now too. But anyway, like I love how they have that promenading time. I love how they have a time for calling. Like I am an Enneagram 1 for all my Enneagram lovers out there, which basically means I like justice. I like routine. I like the rules. So yeah, I like that part about it. Well, our 15-minute walk together today is coming to an end. If you want to find out if Colin and Penelope make it down the aisle, then I'll suggest you head on over to Netflix and watch or finish that episode. And I will be back with you next time, maybe with the final episode or maybe with a different type of video. Thanks for walking with me today. Bye.